Hello, I'm Danny and welcome to BHP Bikes. Today I am out on the Honda CMX500, or also known as the Honda Rebel. Now this is a tiny weeny little bike for me. I'm 6'4", as you all should probably know by now, and this bike is small. I am cramped up. I'm actually say I'm probably more cramped on this than I was in the MSX125, which is also by Honda. It's their little Grom bike. The Honda Rebel is a 471cc motorcycle. It's A2 compliant because the maximum power is 33.5 kilowatts and the torque is 44.6 newton meters at 6,000 RPM. So it's completely A2 compliant. So if you've only got the first part of your little license, then this is a bike you can ride. The Rebel is a very, very basic bike. It is completely and utterly ready for you guys to come along and customise it. It's literally an engine, a wheels, a tank, a seat and a handlebars. There's nothing else to it. It's very, very simple, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of people start customising these. One of the first things I noticed about the Honda Rebel was how big the wheels are, and more to the point, the tyres. The tyres are absolutely huge. They're 130s by 19/16s. And the rear one is 150 by 80 by 16. They are a big chunky tyre. With the tyres being so big, you'd think the ride would be quite smooth, but I'm finding that the suspension is pretty much non-existent. It feels like a hardtail. It doesn't feel like there's any suspension at all. I've crashed through a few potholes and it's been pretty horrific. In fact, scary a couple of times. But the tyres are big, the bike handles well, it goes around the corners lovely. In fact, I've no problems there at all. What you will find though, that the brakes are a little vague. They're not as sharp as you'd expect or really want, to be honest. It may be because it's a single-sided brake disc, maybe. But you know, maybe it's something to get used to. I'm used to, obviously, you know, Brembo brakes and twin discs and all sorts of stuff, so you know, maybe I'm just being a little bit picky there. The exhaust has the typical Honda parallel twin rumble. It is flipping lovely, and yeah, that's something that I really do like about Honda. I love the Africa twin. The exhaust note on that was stunning, and the same with this. I'm really am quite happy. As I've just mentioned, it is a parallel twin. It's obviously water cooled. You know, what more can I say? This bike is exactly what it is. You're buying, it's that, isn't it? I did not realise that person was sat in the car. I'd probably like a right twat now. Yeah. It has a seat for the passenger, but I don't even know how that would even work, to be honest. So yeah, good luck with that one. So, taking a look around, this car park is empty. Not one person in this bloody car park. And yet this dozy old bag reckons it's a great idea to park right next to me. How much of an idiot is this? Now I'm going to go and move and make it feel like an absolute bellend. Right, fast forward 15 minutes when that stupid old dried up old cow has decided to park right on my front wheel. But anyway, right, so where was I? Yes, so if you're a pillion, I just wouldn't. I can't see that being comfortable in any way, shape or form. The foot pegs look all in the wrong place. I just don't know. However, the seat height of this is 690mm. It's very much a small person's bike. I've got a 36 inside leg. You know, it's not very comfy for me at all. As far as the styling goes, as I said before, I quite like it. It's very plain, very simple. Bright red tank, you know, it's all black. It's good. It's wide open to be customised and modified and whatnot. So yeah, right. So what else do you want to know? Retail of this? Retail is just under £6 I think. It's very much like the Triumph Bobber, but Triumph Bobber is like 10.5, 11 grand I think. So this is very much on the budget end of that. I quite like the looks. It's very, said before, simple, easy to look at. Once again, not entirely sure about the rear light tidy cluster thingy. It's not particularly, that's not particularly pleasing, but everything else seems, you know, yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Right, let's go and have a look at the instrument panel. Now this is a simple display. My indicators are on. So what you have your full beam light there, Then you have your flasher there, which is down here. You've got your speedo, the miles, fuel gauge, and the time, and that's it. There's really not much else with it. Oh yeah, trip A, trip B, total, and that's it. It's very simple. Right, let's hear that engine now. So it's on tick over at the moment. Hear that parallel twin just bumbling along, and then we'll give it a bit of revs. I think it sounds pretty good. I quite like it. Sounds really good when you're riding along anyway. Right, that's enough of me rambling on. Let's go and take this bike out for a quick spin and a blast through the lanes. Right, let's get on and let's go and see what this baby can do. As I mentioned, it's very low. I'm cramped on it. Gonna have to stop and get fuel as well in a bit. But she pulls very well in fact. I really do quite like it. There's very few bikes that I don't like. Maybe the GS was one of the bikes I don't like, and I'm actually going to go and give that another go in a few weeks, because I want to try the new model out and see. I mean, the GS is a bike that I would like to like, but I just don't know. The XR is awesome, so. God, these bumps. Quite a nice riding position, really. Obviously a sit up. The wing mirrors are pretty good. Got pretty good visibility out of them. Quite a wide guy, so I do tend to spend a lot of time looking at my elbows, but that's what it is. Let's go up to 40 now. The suspension is quite brutal on it. It's what it is the dislike about it. You know, I'm being thrown around like a bit of a rag doll. But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to adjust it and set it up. Goes through these bends nice. Those big tyres help. A nice positive gear change. Even though the dash is clear, it is very dark. It's very, very dark. It's really easy to see, and earlier when the sun was shining right on it, I had no problem seeing anything that I didn't need to see. So, you know, it's pretty useful, really. It's not what I was expecting, should be more the answer, really. It's yeah, really easy to see, nice and clear. Happy days. The fuel tank on this is 11.5 litres, I think. So what? Yeah, 2 gallon really. So I would expect, you know, to get some decent range on that. Let's say the parallel twins are a very economical engine. So, you know, I'm not 100% sure what the MPG would be, but you know, I'd expect it to be. You know, it's got to be late 40s, isn't it? Has to be. I can't imagine it being a thirsty bike. I mean, I have a habit these days of chomping straight up to the highest gear possible when bumbling along. I like my S1000. I like to tear about in it a little bit, but I am getting to the age now where bumbling along is quite nice. Chewing through these bends, lovely. And you're going to hear in the slight back is that slight rumble from the exhaust and the twin. Very nice. Right, these bends are normally a good tester on how well a bike handles. That being said, this is my first review ride of 2018, so I ain't going to be pushing it.
Don't want to start 2018 off on a bin demo. Not got the confidence to tip it right in though. These roads have still got a little bit of a shine to them. Still got a little bit of a shine to it. And that wind whistling's quite annoying as well. I think that's on my helmet really. But I did all that in 6th gear without the bike struggling, or, you know, it didn't run out of puff. It was just, I tell you what, bloody good little bike. One of the reasons why I do the same routes when I'm riding the demo bikes is because it's basically, I'm familiar with the roads. All I have to think about is riding the bike and what the bike's doing, rather than trying to work out where I'm going and what might be around the next corner. Also with this, I know where all the bumps are, all the potholes are, and, you know, not much, you know, kind of gets in the way really. So also know where I can and can't overtake, and where police sit, and, you know, just things like that. So, you know, the reason why I do this, and you see me in a lot of the same places, is that's the way I like to do it. And I feel like I'm giving you a better review because I've got a bit of dual carriageway, some twists and turns. What the hell's going on here then? Hit that bump any second. We'll try and get on the brakes before we do. Bump's just here. Quite a brutal one. And then that bike's caught us up again. At least we're in front. Honda have this thing where they put the indicator below the horn, and it's really annoying until you ride it, and then you're like, it seems all a little bit natural, and then, but it's when you get on another bike where it's the other way around, or any other bike, it's the other way around, and then you start honking the horn to turn left and right and stuff, and it gets quite annoying. So, being as I ride a BMW, I just don't indicate according to everyone in the world. Oh, that's a parked car down, you idiot. Annoying the cars behind because I'm sitting at the speed limit, but it is what it is. Right, wind her up and let's go. No problem with this overtaking at all, no lack of power or anything, to be honest. Very easy, especially on British roads. Effortless. I'm in like what, 6th gear? Yeah, 6th gear. There we go. I'll go and do the annoying biker thing and jump to the front. Especially as this person doesn't like the front of the queue. It's a nice bike. Aha, here we go. That smells like something's burning though. I think it might be my leg. People wonder why bikes always push to the front of the queue and stuff like that. It's because car drivers are so bloody slow from getting away from lights or anything when they're stopped. I'm like, you know, miles away before she's even flipping crossing on, didn't even pull off hard or anything. It's just, I don't know. The mind boggles. I would like to thank South Coast Honda for lending me this Honda Rebel for the day. If you're in the Chichester area, please do make sure you drop in and say hello to them, have a cup of tea, ride a bike, buy a bike, you know, all the usual crap that goes with test riding bikes. And on that note, I'm going to end the video there as well. So thank you for watching. Please do make sure you like, share, subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and I'll catch you all in the next video.